In this video, I'm going to show you how to automate Slack outreach using TinyCommand. The problem is simple. Many industries today operate inside Slack communities. Whether it is AI automation, product management, SEO, digital marketing, or founder groups, these public Slack workspaces often have hundreds or even thousands of members. If you want to reach out to people in your niche, you usually do it manually. You open profiles, copy names, draft messages, slightly personalize them, and send them one by one. This does not scale. And when a workspace has 1,000 or 10,000 members, manual outreach is simply not practical. So instead of doing this manually, we divide the automation into two structured workflows. The first workflow is about building the database. We start with a manual trigger because we only want to run this once. The purpose here is to extract the list of members from a specific Slack workspace and store it safely. Next, we add a Slack node and select List Users. Now the key step is authorization. We add a connection and authorized TinyCommand inside that Slack workspace. This allows the node to access and extract the list of users from that community. Once connected, the node fetches all members. Since this returns a large number of records, we add an iterator. This ensures each user is processed one by one. After the iterator, we add a create record node. Here we store all the important details inside TinyTable: full name, username, user ID, and email. Full name helps with personalization. User ID is critical because Slack messages require a user ID to send direct messages. Email can be useful for multi-channel outreach later. At the end of this first workflow, we have a clean database of Slack members ready for outreach. Now we move to the second workflow, which handles the actual messaging. This workflow starts with a time-based trigger. We configure it to run every 5 minutes. This ensures we send messages gradually instead of blasting everyone at once. Next, we add a Find One node. We select the same table and configure it to pick one record where the message sent status is empty. This ensures we only process users who have not yet been contacted. Then we add a Slack node again, this time selecting Create Message. We connect it to the same Slack workspace. We configure it so that TinyCommand sends the message on our behalf. In the recipient field, we map the user ID from our table. This is why capturing the user ID in the first workflow was essential. In the text field, we write our outreach message. We can personalize it by mapping the full name directly into the message. If additional data exists, it can be included as well. Once configured, the Slack node sends the message automatically. Finally, we add an update record node. After the message is sent, we update the table. We mark message sent as true and store the timestamp. This keeps the process controlled and trackable. Now, every 5 minutes, the workflow picks one user, sends a personalized Slack message, and updates the database. That's how you turn manual Slack outreach into a structured, scalable system. No copy-pasting, no repetitive work, no chaos. Just clean data, controlled automation, and personalized messaging at scale. All it takes is a TinyCommand.